what I want to do, because especially with the three of you, it's kind of funny that the three of you are here at the same time, because each one of you, when we have had conversations on the air, have always been some of the most dynamic, fun, and eye-opening, out-of-control conversations that I've ever been a part of. And now I've got the three of you here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to warn the network now. I'm going to keep Linda, Jim, and Laura for an extra segment after the break. Are you guys okay with that? Yeah. Are you guys cool with that? Because Jim Mars has got something to say. I don't know if anybody knows this right now, but it's a bleeping election year, and they're talking UFOs. Jim, what the hell is going on right now? Have you ever, in your life, experienced what this country is going through right now? Not only with UFOs and disclosures, but what we've got running for president. What is going on in this country? Share it with us, young man.
Well, I'm going to shoot straight with you.
Do it.
I'm going to tell you what I saw. Early on, I thought Donald Trump, because of his connections to the Clintons and his connection to Netanyahu, I figured, okay, he's a straw dog. Okay?
Right.
He's going to be there. He's going to drum up a lot of hoorah. When the Republicans refuse to allow him to be the candidate, he's going to declare third party. It's going to split the conservative vote, and Hillary gets in.
I thought that.
Right? I really thought that.
It was written
for
us, right?
But it's not shaken out that way, is it? Okay.
Right.
So now what I see is one of two things. I think he's strong. And I have talked to so many people, especially people here at Contact in the Desert. And here you've got some of the most open-minded, broad-minded, educated, thoughtful, well-versed people going. And so far I haven't run into anybody who's fired up for Hillary Clinton. Okay?
Right.
So you know, and besides that, I think it's the mark of insanity that liberals profess to hate millionaires, white people, Christians, people who support the banks and Wall Street, people who support Monsanto and GMOs. Well, that's Hillary Clinton,
right?
And yet she's their candidate.
Right. She's neocon. If you think about it, am I wrong?
No,
is she the classic definition?
That to me, that's the classic definition of insanity.
You're right.
So now here's what's going to happen. Unfortunately, I think that if it gets down to it, and it's going to be Hillary and Trump, I think there's going to be a groundswell for Trump, if for no other reason, just change. Okay?
Well, what about?
But wait. If by some fluke he gets elected, I see only two things happening. One, he's going to turn out to be another Obama, which means he's not going to do anything he said he's going to do.
Wow.
And he'll just cave into the New World Order and he'll follow instructions.
Right.
Or he's really he means what he says, and he will do what he said he's going to do, in which case they'll probably shoot him. So
now, why? Easy now. He did not say that on my show. Glenn Beck was just fired.
Yes.
I do not agree with Jim Mars.
I am not advocating that. I'm warning you.
FCC, listen to Mr. Church. No, something's wrong. I was misquoted. We were breaking up. But look at this. It's got hot in here all of a sudden. It got hot. But Jim, I have to ask the obvious question of somebody like you. Why is Hillary playing the UFO card? Is she being serious? We know about Podesta. We know about her background. We know this. But Jimmy Kimmel and her actually knowing the definition of UAP about made me pee on myself. She did, right? She corrected, right? Now, why play that card? What is really going on? If it wasn't crazy enough.
When you get to Jimmy Kimmel, you get to these big-time mass media, big network shows.
Right.
Nothing is extemporaneous. Everything is pretty well scripted out. They know what's going to be said. They know what's not going to be said.
No surprises.
No surprise. I think the last surprises was when Jim Garrison was on with Johnny Carson. And ever since then, no. So I'm sorry. I just think it was just a very cold, calculated effort to reach out to the UFO crowd, which is not insubstantial. Okay, and make them think, oh, here's our chance, and just grabbing for votes.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. And about 10 months ago, I had just made a prediction. And it was only because how crazy can crazy get, right? Well, if it's really going to go crazy, then it's going to be a Hillary Trump situation. Believe it's crazy as that sounds, right?
Yeah.
But I did it and said it because I wanted to sound as nutty as the situation could present itself. I didn't think, honestly, that we would actually be here. I didn't think. I didn't, and I'm not a supporter of anybody. I'm just watching. It's like Crazy Town, like I'm taking crazy pills. And if Superman was going to take me to Bizarro world, this is what I would see, and it's here.
There was a Washington Post article in which they are now asking the questions of why is Hillary Clinton, why is John Podesta, why are they going after and trying to get we'll call it the mainstream press, to ask Hillary very specific questions about UFOs. And you're seeing that the mainstream press is extremely nervous about what is happening because they have no background, they have no education, they have been deliberately, through ridicule, they have been put on, we never touched this subject.
They're losing control.
Exactly. And
Yes.
John Podesta has been working at this for quite a while, and it says to me that you and I have talked about where I was had a conversation 8 years ago at the beginning of the Barack Obama administration.
That's right.
An insider in Washington who said to me, Linda, it's on the timeline, 2016, we are going to get out the news that we're not alone in the universe, so that we can start to crack open the huge, gigantic, concocted planet truth that we're on. And here, as each year ticked by from 2008, it was, will it really happen in 2016?
Right.
Is there anybody in this room who has ever seen a year unfolding at the rate of this one with headlines all of the time about planets, that there's other life in the universe?
Water on Mars.
And that Bill Tompkins, the guy who's a nuclear engineer,
Yes.
we did a 2.5 hours, hour on Coast last Thursday and at earthfiles.com. And he is talking about being a nuclear engineer picked for his savant gift of being able to look at anything and reproduce it in exquisite detail, including ships.
Yeah, look at it
naval
once
ships.
and that was it. He could do it.
And the Navy says he is so good that it's in classified territory. So they get him into the Navy, and he said, one of my first assignments was they showed me photographs of UFOs and galactic spaceships. And as a young man in the 1942 to 46 time period, he is being exposed to not just life and UFOs on Earth, but through the solar system, through the Milky Way galaxy, out to other galaxies in what the Navy, this is the United States Navy, is talking about: galactic warfare, galactic battleships. Think of Gary McKinnon when he hacked in
That's right.
to the Intel, and he was talking about space, galactic space pilots, galactic space fleets. And now today, this Bill, William Mills Tompkins, he had his 93rd birthday on May 30th. 93 years, he's sharp as a tack. And he is basically saying, we are dealing with galactic warfare on Earth. That's what the Anunnaki and all of it was about. And that we are at a time where it's critical that whatever this Draco influence is, it has to be defeated. And he is talking from being he has conversations today with people on the inside who are saying this is the single most dangerous time that they've ever known in their careers, more dangerous than World War II, because the outcome is not guaranteed even with allies, which makes what we're doing, what John Podesta is trying to do, it's as if we could crack through this and the whole planet could know the truth. It might be what changes the scale to the outcome that we will survive, the universe will go on in a more positive direction because the Draco somehow will be reined in. This is what this man who served in the Navy in top secret work is saying today at age 93. And that is worth listening to.
And that is why you are Linda Moulton Howe. Right there, everybody. I want to thank the three of you. Thank you for hanging out and going a little bit late tonight, all right? Can you what? Yes, you can.
Yeah, hey, just Hillary Clinton. I feel a calling to take that woman down, and I was fantasizing all night about renting a UFO from some, I don't know which faction of the great ETs to abduct her and inject her with ayahuasca. Exorcism. Because, okay, first of all, we're the leaders here. We're the ones in charge. I vote for us. I vote for Gaia. That's who's running for president. I am willing to run for president just to be a loud distraction and pain in her ass. And the reason that she's riding this UFO stuff is because she wants to lead us right into the transhumanism agenda, because this is the timing where the secrecy can end as far as they're concerned, because they've infiltrated on such a deep level. They've taken over the secret space programs. They've taken over the U.S. government. It's safe for them to begin to disclose now. And this is when we have to say, shut the up. We're the ones. We're the boys.
I love you, Laura. I love you so much. Laura Eisenhower, Jim Mars, Linda Moulton Howe.